Hey, so I'm outside my wife's shop, Toadily Studios, as you can see the sign glowing, and she's actually starting to teach how to make candles. She has a candle making class, and I'm getting ready to go in there and have her teach me how to make a candle. Hopefully, it'll show you guys what it actually entails. It's pretty cool, so let's go ahead and check it out. Now the thing about my wife's shop is that she actually makes almost everything that you see, from the handmade soaps to the handmade bath bombs. It is amazing. She has teddy bears and different stuffed animals. We have a 5-foot fiberglass toad that she actually named after my mom, Toadily Ann. So these are just things that we have in the shop. We also have our daughter and son-in-law that have a business called Sansky's. They do all the laser engraving. If you need anything laser engraved, and I mean pretty much anything, they can try to do it. But back here towards the back, once you get going, you can actually see that's my beautiful wife back there getting ready to teach me how to make a candle. So let's go back there and get started. All right, so here's how it's going to go. My wife is actually going to teach me how to make a candle. And this is the whole process of what she's going to do. All right, so when you show up, you'll actually get a area built just for you. I'm going to be utilizing this. It will have everything you need, which is, what will it have, honey?
Okay, so you have your pitcher and you have the pitcher for your wax, and we're also going to have your own beaker, so the fragrance oil goes in there. You have a wick, you have the little sticky portion for the wick that will go into your vessel. In addition to that, we do have the warning label for your vessel on top of that. So this little metal piece here, this is going to help to stabilize your wick when you have it in the vessel, and the main thing is that it won't go sideways. You want to make sure that your wick is straight. We also have a scale. Everybody will have their individual items, so you can weigh everything.
And what you're going to get is a set of instructions, which is going to walk you through it. And on the back of it actually has the measurements for the amount for your vessel that you're going to pick. So essentially what's going to happen is you're going to go over to the shelf where the vessels are being kept and pick a vessel. So I'm going to go over and pick a vessel. And we have different ones, 16 ounces, 10 ounces, 20 ounces. I like this one. It looks like a little shot glass to me, so I'm going to go with this one. So as you can see, it's just a clean vessel. And we're going to come over here. And, all right, this is my vessel.
Okay, he's already picked his vessel. So what we're going to do is have you sit down. Okay, so the instructions, we go over them really quickly. We won't read them all, but basically the instruction tells you about what kind of wax we're using and your entire items that you'll need. I do give you also a heat gun because you're going to want to be sure that when you pour your fragrance oil into your wax, you want to make sure it's at the right temperature so it doesn't just evaporate your fragrance, and then the candle won't smell like anything. So he's already sat down and selected it. So what we want to first do is go ahead and put your warning label on your vessel underneath, so that way you have that information. You don't want to ever leave a burning or a lit candle without having it, excuse me, I'm sorry, just doing so many things. Leaving the candle lit and leaving, you don't want to have any kind of issues. So on top of that, I have these containers, and in it has 32, we have a total of 32 different fragrances to start out. So you can go ahead and open them up and smell them. It's a lot easier than smelling our bottles itself. The reason for that, it's so concentrated. It's going to be a little bit different how it smells. So we've added a small little cotton ball so you can smell it, and it's not as strong on that. So whatever you like. We do have sandalwood in here as well.
Sandalwood sounds good.
Okay.
We'll go with the sandalwood.
Okay.
I'm actually going to smell it and see how it smells.
Okay. So let me
that smells amazing. I love the sandalwood.
Okay, right. So let me get
I select sandalwood.
Alrighty.
If you read the instructions, it actually says, pick your jar, and then pick your label and put it on the bottom of your jar.
Okay, so now that you've done that, what you want to do is go ahead and
Bring you over a
put
little closer
your
so you can
wick,
see it.
put the sticker on the bottom of the wick, and then take off the little tabs.
Okay.
Okay, and remove the bottom tab off of that, and make sure that you have also toothpick there. Not toothpick. You have. Make sure it's centered. That's the most important part.
Yep. Perfect.
Okay. So once you have it centered, what you want to do is take the metal piece and put it in the center. Make sure that the wick's in the center, and that way it stabilizes it. So if I could have your picture, then you have a 6-ounce vessel right now. So I am going to get you, actually I'm going to get 161 grams of wax.
I'm going to be honest, I've made a candle or two in my time, but this is kind of fun watching her actually do the work for me.
Thanks. Okay, 161.
Now we do have a few options. One option is you can actually put color in it, but I like a clear candle. I like it to look good and white and clean.
Okay. Got it. Alrighty. Okay. So if you can go ahead and weigh it, we should have weighed it first without anything. Make sure it's
So
clear.
should have zeroed out the scale is what it is. Now the scale's been zeroed out, we're using another one. Now I'm actually going to put this on here and see what it is. And I got 158.
Okay, you cleared it out?
Mm-hmm.
So how much wax do you have? Right
158.
now? 158? Okay, you're good on that. So go ahead and put it on your...
On my tray?
Yeah, on your
Okay.
tray. Go ahead. And tell me what the temperature is on that.
And the temperature is 147.
Okay, so you're right on a perfect... So go ahead now and zero out. Put your beaker in there,
So
zero
you'll set
it
your
out.
beaker and zero out your scale. So now it's 0.
Okay, and you want to have 10 grams of fragrance.
And all that is on my list here in the back. I'm just getting lucky. I have the teacher. So 10 grams?
Yes, please. Okay, so what you want to do is slowly pour it in. You're at the right temperature and you have the metal stir. Okay. So go ahead and keep stirring.
Everything's stainless steel, by the way, so it's really clean. All right.
Okay, and stir. Make sure that it's well blended, and once it's well blended, you can go ahead and pour it in to your vessel.
I wish you could smell this. This smells amazing. All right, now let me pour my candle.
That's all of it? Mm-hmm. Okay. And you want to go ahead and keep it straight. That's really important. You don't want your wick all bent. Okay, you have a little bit more, so I'm going to pour it. We give you in plenty. And it does take a couple hours for your candle to be ready. So one of the things that we'll ask is if it's not enough time. It usually takes about a good 2 hours. So you can come in the next day and pick up your candle. And we will go ahead and the last part will be to trim your wick and make sure that it's ready and you're happy.
So that is how you would do it in the candle class. Now, granted, the thing with us is I've made candles, so it's a little quicker, and then I have her to actually do pretty much most of it for me. But you will have a ton of fun. And we can handle up to, how many people you think we can do here, babe?
We could probably do about, at the bar, we have enough room for 5 individuals at one time, but we do have 2 additional tables that we can go ahead and have a party, probably a party of 10. We'd like to not have beyond that is just to make sure that everybody is getting the needed, our attention, and to make sure that we're providing clear instructions on how to do it.
And that is how you totally make a candle. No pun intended. Anyways, all
stressful.
Right. Yeah. Patty didn't want to do this video, but I got her. So
Thanks.
She is absolutely amazing. Another thing she's going to be working on is she's actually trying to get ready for her soaping classes later on. She'll be doing cold process soaps.
Yes.
And teaching all those details to it, which is phenomenal. So if you're looking to do a party or anything, let us know. But all right, that's it. I guess I'll wait my 3 hours now. All right, so you watched me make the candle, and look at this thing. This thing turned out gorgeous, and it smells amazing. But you'll notice the wick is a little bit long. So we're actually going to have to trim it today, and Patty's going to explain what we need to do.
Okay, so now that the wax is nice and hard, we're just going to take this off. And the most important thing is just to trim our wick, and do you want me to do it, or you want to do it?
I can do it. Yep.
Okay, alrighty. So what you want to do is hang on to the wick, and then I would give it like 1.5 inches.
So these are actually special trimmers for cutting the wick on your candles. So these are pretty cool. I like that. I've never seen it before. Okay, so what am I doing?
So hold on to it with the other hand, and then about 1.5 inches, you want to give it a little higher, a little bit more. Let's just, yep, right there. Good. Okay, and that is it, and your candle is completely done. There you go. Look
at that. Now, we did this pretty quick. Now, I've made quite a few candles, and Patty is, she's showing me how to do it. But ultimately, when you come in here for a class, what she's going to do is she's going to explain a lot more about the type of wax and the type of wax that you use and the type of wicks in a lot more detail and a lot more time to make this candle. So I hope you all enjoyed this.
Thank you, and come see us at Toadily Studios.
Come make a candle. Look at this thing. It smells amazing. Later.
Bye.